am Shrishti Jaiswal, and in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you all the tips and tricks that I follow to getting a flawless makeup look every single time. A makeup look that is so polished that people would think that you are a makeup artist. In this video you're getting everything from start to finish, step by step, so keep on watching. So guys, I do try to experiment a lot with my style, so I don't particularly have one thing that I do every single day, and I don't even wear makeup every single day. You might think I do, but I don't. I am going to be sharing with you everything that I know. I've been doing makeup for years now. I am going to be recording the full video in voiceover with my studio setup, so you guys can get the best voice possible. So let's start. Before we do anything, we need to get a perfect base, and for that we need to moisturize our skin. And if you're going out, you need to put on an SPF, and also you guys can use a primer, but I don't use a primer, but you guys obviously can. So we're gonna moisturize our face. I used Pond's Hyaluronic Acid Super Light Gel. Then we can do the base. Okay guys, this is not a product recommendation video, but if you want I can make a separate video on that. Obviously I already told you I don't use primer, but you guys can. So if we are skipping primer, we're gonna go to foundation, and for foundation I apply it using the back end of my brush because it gives an even layer, and I don't have a makeup spatula, so I use the back end of my brush, and also it looks cool. That's why we do it. So before I blend my foundation using a beauty blender, I always go in with the foundation brush because it gives the maximum coverage. Take a damp sponge, never go with a dry one, because the brush leaves some strokes and it's not gonna look the most best blended. So we are gonna use a beauty blender to blend it, and make sure you go down your neck to get the same color, obviously, and after that we're done. Almost forgot that before I start with my makeup, I always go in with a lip balm or a lip gloss so I can prep my lips. No matter if you have lip fillers or have natural lips like me, you need to do this because it helps your lipstick look so much better if you have smooth and juicy lips. So you saw me remind myself I need to apply concealer because I was forgetting what I need to do next. So first I need to wipe off the foundation from back of my hand so I can look the most aesthetic. Now we're moving on to the next step. This part is very important. This is one of those steps that can either make the entire look flawless or completely throw it off. So you definitely don't want to rush this one. The first thing I do is apply concealer in a small triangular shape at the inner corner of both eyes. Then I extend a clean line exactly where I want my eyelids to sit. This placement is everything. Instantly creates an illusion of a defined eyelid, lifted eyes, and give a super snatched lifted look. Honestly, I'll do anything for a snatched eye, and this trick never fails. And the other areas are exactly where I apply concealer to even out my skin tone, and as a bonus, they also work as a little highlighter. You can definitely customize the placement according to your face type, but the eye technique, you need to exactly copy paste this one because this is the gem. Next, I use a blending brush to blend the concealer for maximum coverage, and a key tip here is to don't drag the brush any lower than where you placed your concealer. This is the real trick. And then to soften everything up, I use a beauty blender to seamlessly blend everything and make it look flawless. If you want your concealer to not crease and sit exactly where you placed it and don't melt in the heat of the summer, definitely go ahead and set it with a compact powder like I am doing here. Listen up carefully, my people. I said in the heat of the summer, but concealer also creases in the cold of the winter. So no matter it is rainy, spring, whatever it is outside, you need to set your concealer. Remember that, girlies. So now we're going to move on to contour because we are not trying to look like a pale floating face with eyes. We need to bring the definition and shadows where they belong. It's not an option, it's a necessity. Look, I don't understand how people can skip contour and do rest of their makeup because it's not gonna look good no matter what you do. I've seen a lot of people do it, and I don't want to say it to their faces, but it's just bad. Sorry. You guys can follow the rest of the contour placement exactly same as I did because it's gonna make you look like a snatched goddess. But what I did on the nose is the trick. I made that one and it's just so good. It makes you look like you just got a nose job. It's just so flattering and so flawless. I want you guys to try it. The trick is to connect the contour to your eyebrows. Always blend it in your eyebrows. It just looks so good. Trust me, try it. शर्म आनी चाहिए तुम्हें ऐसी बात करते हुए। तुमने जैसा बोला है ना, तुम्हारे को बदनाम करना ही पड़ेगा। गोरी गोरी मेरी छोरी, हाय हाय हाय। You see, we already look polished and ready. We brought back the shadows. Now we need to bring back the color, and for that, blush. And I've seen people struggle so much to apply blush, and this is how you need to do it. Apply your blush higher on your cheekbone and then blend it in your hair. Don't drag it too low on your cheeks. It just doesn't look real and flattering. You want to look like you're blushing from inside of your skin, not fake. And I love blending whatever is left on my brush on my eyelids. We are baking now, and I've been avoiding this step for the past few months now just because I've been using a dabbling and my skin is hella dry. It's more dry than a dessert or a desert. What the fuck is wrong with my English? That's why I always tell you guys, English is not my first language. मित्रों, हिंदी हमारी मातृभाषा है और हम हिंदी में भी कभी कभी ऐसे शब्दों का चयन कर लेते हैं जिनकी वजह से हम हास्य का पात्र बन जाते हैं. तो सोचिए आप, अंग्रेजी तो हमारी दूसरी भाषा है. Anyhow guys, I know y'all understand English, so we are back. I've just carved my cheeks to the finest. Moving on to the brows. I don't want y'all to fuck up the brows, so for that, start with a dark color on the tip. And then as you reach the middle part of the brow, start with a lighter color and do not do anything on the what is that? That part of the brow, yeah. I just went for a help to my trusty dusty very close friend ChatGPT, and he told me that's a brow head or a starting part of the brow, and what technique we are using is called brow gradient, where we use darker color on the tip, and as we come close to the starting part of the brow, we go with a lighter color. And I do not apply anything on the starting part of the brow. I just blend whatever is left on the spoolie to get a very natural and beautiful brow. And again, I'm telling you, the concealer trick I did is 2016. I know that, don't come for me, but I love it and I am not gonna skip it. Yeah, I know people love natural brows these days, but I still am a 2016 brow gal. You guys can skip it, obviously. And now I'm gonna go in with a powder bronzer to bring back the warmth in my face. I love doing this. Apply it where you applied your contour. You guys, if you have any tricks for that, go ahead and follow it. I like whatever works for me, so yeah. Then I go in with a powder blush. This is for a full glam look. Usually when I am going out normally, I just only use blush and lip gloss. I don't do any of these steps, but I like to go in with a little powder blush for an intense look in a full glam look. So we're finally done with the face. Now let's move on to the eyes, which are the most important part of a full glam look. I'm gonna start by taking a very light brown color and blending it all over my crease using a fluffy brush. Make sure the blending is very nice and on point. Take a darker brown color and blend it only at the outer corner of your eyes to get a little smoky brown look. Then I'm gonna take a more darker brown color and again blending it at the outer corner of the eyes for a smoky look. This is my favorite trick. Then whatever is left on the brush, I'm gonna blend it at the outer corner of my bottom lash line. Now we're gonna take a flat brush and a black color on it and make a smoky wing. And I know guys, trust me, I know some of y'all are struggling with wing eyeliners. I know that. And the fun part about this look is that you don't have to be perfect with the smoky wing here because we're gonna blend it anyway, so you don't have to be precise and perfect. Now if there still are people who wanna learn and still be perfect at it, let me tell you how to be. Make a line exactly where you want your eyeliner to be. Once you're happy with the placement, draw the line for your wing and connect it halfway to your lash and slowly tapering the line towards the end. So this is what I do to get a perfect wing all the time. Take a fluffy brush and smoke out the wing to get a smoky wing. Obviously we're gonna smoke the wing, so we're gonna get a smoky wing. And if you are confused, we're talking about an eyeliner wing, not a chicken wing. So yeah. Take a black waterline pencil and apply it on your waterline and use a smudger brush to smudge it out. Funny today that I told you need to use a smudger brush, but I myself am using a flat brush. Now we're doing a wow check. Then I'm taking a red or a maroon color on a little fluffy small little brush or whatever brush I am using right here, because I just say what brush to use but I never use that brush, and smoking it out with the eye pencil. And now we're going to be applying eyeliner, my favorite part, and my signature. I'm going to mirror for that. Because down. Okay, can you guys see? So you have to get the angles right. It's my first time making this video. Okay guys, I don't know what to say here. I'm just applying eyeliner, that's all I'm doing here. Okay. That's an okay wing, that's not a good wing. I swear every time I'm making videos, the only time I don't get a good eyeliner. Otherwise, ma'am just do this and this. Not me trying to flex about how good am I at eyeliners and not being happy with my eyeliner. The eyeliners are good, but I hate them. They're not perfect. I'm more of a perfect wing gal, and this is not perfect. But anyways, try but don't cry. We're gonna be crying and maybe we'll get a good one day. See, or do you not feel bonita? So the eyeliners are done. Now let's move on to the lashes, which are gonna make this eye look so good. Always curl your lashes. Even if you're just applying mascara or gonna go with false lashes, you need to curl your lashes. So curl, curl, curl. There's like clumped up mascara all over it. That's pretty hygienic. This is the satisfying part of me applying mascara. I love when people apply mascaras in videos. I don't know why, but it's satisfying. Now girlies, we're gonna be applying false lashes, and I'm gonna be using half lashes because these are my favorite type of lashes. They were regular lashes. I cut them and make them into half lashes. Now I'm gonna apply them. Okay, honestly, I want this video to end quickly because I'm so damn tired of this voiceover thing. I need this video to end. So we did the lashes now. Look at me, looking good. Guys, I forgot to do highlighter on my eyelids, so let's do that now. Forgot the most important step. That is gonna make you look like you have bigger eyes and make you look awake and not tired. Highlighter. You need this, guys. And highlighter on the inner corner is the most important step. It just looks so beautiful. Now we're gonna apply a highlighter on brow bone, tip of my nose, and bridge of my nose. Then obviously where you apply your highlighter on your cheeks. Make sure you're glowing like the moon, because if you're not, girls, what are you doing? We need to go back in 2016 for the highlighter. Oh my lord, I'm so happy that we are finally finished. We need to do the lip liner, lipstick, and lip gloss because I love me a glossy lips. Guys, this is the final look. I hope you all enjoyed the video, and if you learned something new, be sure you go ahead and subscribe, click on the post notification. And this is a music channel, y'all don't want to miss out my music, so be sure you turn on your post notifications, and I'll see you next time with a brand new video. Signing off. See you next time. Besitos.